Hello everyone, I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News. I'm all the time getting questions sent in from you guys concerning prophecy questions or just Bible questions in general. I wanted to answer a few of them today on the Prophecy in the News segment. The first question is, what are the seals, trumpets, and vials found in the book of Revelation? Well, starting in Revelation chapter 6, verse 1, John tells three stories that all end at the second coming of Jesus Christ. The seals are the longest set of stories, and then you have the trumpets, which is a shorter set of stories, and then you have the vials, which is Revelation chapter 16, the vials of the wrath of God, which is a very short period of time. All of them are three sets of stories, a longer one, a shorter set, and then a real short period of time that all end at the second coming of Jesus Christ. That's the seals, trumpets, and the vials. The second question, what is the difference between the Abomination of Desolation and the Great Tribulation? Well, the Abomination of Desolation, spoken of in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4, occurs when the Antichrist stands in a rebuilt Jewish temple and proclaims to be God. This event is the catalyst that launches us into the final 3.5 years of the Great Tribulation. The Great Tribulation is when Satan's wrath is poured out upon the children of Israel and the true church of Jesus Christ. So the difference is the Abomination of Desolation is the Antichrist standing in a rebuilt Jewish temple proclaiming to be God, and that launches us into the Great Tribulation or the wrath of Satan. The third question, have the four horsemen in Revelation 6 already been released? Well, actually, yes, they have. We know this because the four horsemen found in Revelation 6, verse 1 through 8, and Zechariah 6, verse 1 through 8, they represent four great spirits that will dominate the actions of humans and governments just before the second coming of Jesus Christ. The first one is the white horse, which represents Catholicism. The second one is the red horse, which represents communism. The third one is the black horse, which represents capitalism. And the fourth one is actually should have been translated the green horse, because the original word there was chloros. That represents the spirit of Islamism in the world today. Of course, we know that the Catholic Church originated about 300 AD, and so the first horse was loosed, or the first seal was loosed back around 300 AD. So yes, they have all been released up to this point. The fourth question, why do you say that the Antichrist will not take over the country of Jordan? Well, we know specifically two countries that the Antichrist will never reign over. The first one obviously is Israel, because he comes down, the Bible says the whole world, or the United Nations, the international community comes down against Israel at the Battle of Armageddon. So if he's already ruling that country, why would he come down against them to war at the Battle of Armageddon? That's number one. Number two, the country of Jordan. If you look at Daniel chapter 11, verse 41, it tells us that Edom, Moab, and the chief children of Ammon will escape out of the hands of the Antichrist. Of course, all of these tribes were originally located in the country currently known as Jordan. Edom is in southern Jordan, which obviously right now is known as Petra. That's a real popular town down there, where you can go down this like a 2-mile valley and get down to this little church that was down there, and it's Petra. And then, of course, the Moab mountains in central Jordan are still known by that name today, the Moab Mountains in Jordan. And then the children of Ammon today is Amman, Jordan, the capital of Jordan. And so when the Bible says in Daniel 11:41 that the children of Edom, Moab, and the chief children of Ammon escape out of the hands of Antichrist, that lets us know that the country of Jordan will never fall under the reign of the Antichrist. So these are just four questions of the many questions that I've got in from you guys, just on basic prophecy questions and biblical foundational principle questions. So if y'all ever have any questions, email me at drobbins@endtime.com, and I'll either shoot you an email or answer your question on a future segment of Prophecy in the News. So I want to thank you for your participation. I get tons of emails from you guys. I want to thank you for that, and continue to watching future segments of Prophecy in the News, and I might just answer your question on one of those. So thank you for watching today. I'm Dave Robbins with End Time Ministries, and this has been Prophecy in the News.